All right, guys, here we go. Just a quick market update. We're going to look at the SP 500 and some small cap stocks and how you can run and gun those and use those small cap stocks either short, which is real easy. You just hit the opposite button and buy, okay? There's a sell button, hit it to go short, buy button to hit it to go long, okay? People want to make going long, going short in the markets, overcomplicated. It's really not. And all the ones I'm going to show you are on the short side, okay? And part of the momentum for that short side is what the S&P 500 is doing now, is pulling back. And we're looking for, maybe a little bit deeper pullback here, up, down, up, and how that looks on the chart. So you have that up, possibly a pullback into that 20, and then a move back up to the outside. Bottom line, we're looking at 7,000, maybe a little higher in the S&P 500 by the end of the year. And we've hit this trend line twice, so we have a valid, reliable trend line. If you have 2 points on it, and you do not, during those 2 points, you don't go through, any of the candles. You can do the bottom of the wick, or, some people like pulling it up tighter into the body, but you still haven't compromised anything. You haven't gone through any of the candles, uh, in the middle here where you had your first point, second point. Then it's a valid, reliable trend line, and you could work from there. Now, this one in particular, the SP 500, normally, hardly anything's 100% in the market, but normally the third hit, you'll do the same thing that you did the first two. Okay, so we kind of had a little bounce here, a little bounce there. But since we're going sideways, that tells us that we could, uh, for another day or two here, get under it and then dump possibly to the 20. Okay, that blue line here, which is going to still be drifting up, over the next couple of days or trading days, because it's the average closing price for the last 20 days. So it still has a little momentum behind it. Okay, so sideways out of this uptrend line or down now. The fourth quarter, October, November, December, historically, statistically, are good months for the S&P 500. And by the way, great months for Bitcoin. So that's why I believe there's some other thesis with that, why we're not, one and done in Bitcoin. Okay, I think we're going to, I think some people are going to be very, very surprised what happens, towards the end of the year. But let me get into those small cap stocks. First one up here, GPRO, and anyway, we looked at the reason why we got in where we did. Let's go to the weekly, and let me come over here. And as you can see, we were coming down. Let me get a line here so you actually see something coming down. This was previous support. And then once we got, let me pull it in so you can see it there. Previous support where we bounced, came under. Once we closed under that previous support, what did it do? It became resistance. All these are weekly candles. So that's a long time. Then we broke down out of that sideways consolidation zone, okay? And this is a little key. I'll give you some tips here that we give our Patreon members, and it's in the course here as well. But we have this very narrow range here. In other words, the spring is real tight in there. The wider the distance in a sideways consolidation zone, sideways is consolidated price is kind of restricted and it's trapped. It only has two ways to go, either pop to the upside or pop to the downside. But when you get a more narrow range, it's stronger, faster, harder, more violent to whichever direction it breaks. Okay? So sit on your hands and then go, not financial advisor, but go in here either to the short side, downside, or it could have very well have done the opposite. So anyway, and then a couple of little setups there. We had the, well, let me go back there. Let me straighten this out. Okay, as you can see on the weekly, and it's current now, we have this topping tail. So it looked like we could have more downside. And again, we're extended well above the 20. See, the last time we hit the 20 was in June. So we have time and distance on our side. Now, most retail people see this and go, oh my goodness, it's running up, it's running up. That's not what you do, the opposite. Okay, when it's this far from the 20, time and distance, see how high it is, but that's when you start taking some chips off the table, okay? Because if you knew where to get in, and our members do, then in the course I teach you that where to get in and how to scale out, so on and so forth. Up here, you're selling to the people that are just now seeing this that are trying to FOMO in because they see that big move to the upside. Okay. But anyway, I could talk all day about this stuff. And then next one, Hive is getting a little pullback here. Now, see, we don't always win on all of them. Okay. Well, we're not stopped out yet. As you can see, we're $20 down. Uh, but we have our stop loss here, and if you pull that over, our little tip, I mean, you can do what you want, not financial advice. We never lose more than one candle. Okay, so if they get some news and price bounces to the upside, I'm not going to, lose more than that one candle. I'm not going to sit here and hold, for 15 days or whatever. Let me let me show an example. Okay, let's say you got in. I don't know why you would, but it's not a setup that we show you. But anyway, you got in here to go long, and then all of a sudden it started turning around on you. Okay. Now, yeah, it went back up, but you don't know it's going to do that. So that's why we have a technique to get out before all that happens. Because if you can, matter of fact, it's 60 down right now. Okay. So we'll see, end of the day. There's a reason why I'm kind of staying in this, but at the same time, you will be wrong, but just don't stay wrong. Okay. You can be wrong, just don't stay wrong. All right. And then this one, NNE, doing good on it. We uh, got in after we started taking out this candle here. And then let me show an example of that. We're going to be watching this today for possibly scaling in, going short on this. We have a time count. We're extended above the 20 time and distance. Last time we were in and around the 20 for us touching. I don't think the red did, but the green definitely did. That was September 8th. Okay. So we have our time, we have a distance. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, coming up into this big red candle here. Everybody that was buying in, FOMOing in on this red candle, uh, got underwater. Now that it's coming up into where they were buying, guess what they're doing? They're going, oh, thank goodness. Oh my God, I can get out of this thing. So again, we play odds and probability. Let me show you a little trick here. If we close this red candle today, if we close under like the last 30, 40 minutes, whatever hour of the day, if we're under like we are now, barely, but that's good enough government work. If we're under it, then we'll go short here, okay? Because like I said, time count over the 20, then what we saw in the weekly chart, okay? And then time and distance on this one, okay? Then the last one there is Very, VERI. And why do we get in there? Well, again, time count. Uh, this, popping tail here. We had two in a row. Then we go to the weekly, and we were in and around the 200. But more important than that, or just as important, this high field over there. Okay, so and that was from April of 2024. Okay, now the further away those double tops, high pivots, however you want to say it, the further away they are, the stronger and higher impact they have on the market. Okay, like if you're going up, that was previous resistance. So yeah, it's going to be previous resistance here. Okay, and the last time you hit the 20 was back here in uh, July, the week of July 28th. So time and then distance. See how far you are above the 20. Okay, now the 200 might help, but we start trading under it. this profit over here, I don't know if you can see it, will absolutely explode. Okay. So, I'm saying all that to say this, that, I'll have the course, how to, trade, and find, first of all, you got to find them. So find and then trade and then profit from altcoins and small cap, stocks. All right. And then we show you how to screen for those, how to find them, what to do, how to do it all. I'm not gonna waste your time with all that, but, anyway, I'll list that below. And then from there, I'll give you a quick run through introduction here. We talk about the altcoins, U.S. government partnerships, collected altcoins to stand the benefit of evolving U.S. government partnerships. A little clarification about small caps and altcoins, and then finding the top altcoins and small cap stocks. That's what we're talking about. A systematic way, proven way, finding the ones that'll have the best potential, for continuation, and the market. Uh, Runs, a lot stronger than the other altcoins, if that makes sense. But anyway, 15 high survivability altcoins. They got to survive the Clarity Act, the government regulations that are coming up. Okay, we give those, and then as important, trading them for huge gains. How to do that? All the little tips I was getting. That's nothing. That's just a small part of what we do. And then I have 4 parts here, videos breaking it down, explaining it, showing you, and then your risk management. How not you're going to lose money, but how to do it correctly, like the pros. Okay, because nothing's 100%. You got to have that. Just like you put your kids in the car, you always buckle them up. We don't take any chances. And then how to enter, how to hold and ride, the wave to the upside, but with that protection right behind you. And then also conclusion, pilot's checklist before you get in, check this off, that off. Journaling, how to do that. The two biggest factors why new investors and traders fail, how to overcome those odds. And then beginners, portfolio. And then also, we have, a thank you bonus here. And what that is, we're going to have 4 um, uh, Zoom meetings between now and the end of the year, once each month, September through December. And then during that time period, we'll try to get some people's questions answered and to go over the charts a little deeper, so on and so forth. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you on the charts.